Hi friends, I wanted to jump in today and share an update on the quail, not only as a video diary for ourselves, but in hopes of connecting with other people who are either interested in getting started with quail or who have recently begun their journey with quail, or even people who are more experienced, that can offer advice. This is when we received our quail on July 8th, and I'll get more into that later.
Okay, so this is going to be a little awkward, but we're going to get it done. Ooh. I was hoping that the turner would be back in.
Should we turn it back?
No, you really can't. I think I'm gonna. We've got plenty of room, so I'm gonna spread them
out. Yeah.
Spread them all out a little bit. Oh, we have a broken one. I just noticed it. Can you see the hole?
Yep.
So right now we're at 59, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be fine. All right. Okay, today is day 0. They are all in their new little home, and in 17 days we should have some babies. You guys, it's about 5 o'clock Tuesday morning, and look what we woke up to. Gosh, that did not take long. I think so far we've counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness. Look at that little one over in the corner. Oh, so tiny. Please start moving, baby. Please move. And this one over here. It's hard to see. He seems to be struggling. Okay, it's been about 2 hours since we first found the chickies this morning. We had 8, and now, by my best count, we're up to 11, and you can hear them chirp every once in a while, and it is the sweetest thing ever.
I swear to you, I was in and out of this room probably 100 times over the next couple of days, and it was the sweetest thing watching these little babies hatch. I've got approximately 8 hours of footage that I went through, just trying to catch one hatch, and I managed to catch the tail end of one.
Happy birthday, little babies.
And here it is, hands down, one of the coolest things I've ever seen. and I just love listening to their little chirps. It still gives me shivers.
So they have been in their brooder for a few hours now and have made quite the mess already. We had 18 hatch yesterday, and you can see we've got one here, bless his little heart. He or she has splayed legs. I don't know if it's because we had the temperature or humidity too high. I don't know what it is. I don't know what we did wrong. But this is the only one that seems to have the issue. So, done some reading about, fastening their legs together. I tried that. Didn't have much luck. I feel like it would be easier with two people, but David's not here. So, we're at another thing to get a drinking glass, and put paper towels in there like a nest and set them in there sort of as a physical therapy. I keep moving the little legs down to get them together, but he or she keeps popping them out. But hopefully I'm going to try that over the next, if it survives. Just keep doing that. Give it a little bit of therapy. Watch its food and water intake. And yeah, we'll see if we get any more that are going to hatch. We're going to give it a few more days. And so I guess that's about we put in 59, we got 18. So that's like a 33% hatch rate. So we'll see. We'll check back in soon. The babies are a week old, yesterday and today. And it's time to clean the brooder. I was cleaning it every day, and then I realized that was a waste of time. So now I think today is the third day. So I'm gonna see what it's like today, and if I need to, I'll back it up to every other day. But they're only in here for 2 more weeks. So they're getting big enough where I might have to start doing this at night when David's home to catch any that get away. Good job, little babies. Excuse me. Excuse me. Some of them are stubborn and don't want to move. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can you get out of there, please? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys, come on. Okay. And I just got splashed in the face with icky water, so that's fun. Now I don't clean out the bottom. We'll do that after we move them to their permanent homes. But I just do several layers of blue towels. Excuse me, baby. Excuse me. Thank you. Yeah, I think I've been doing like 3 layers. Oh, you jumped high. Excuse me. Their water we've been replacing twice a day. And their food was once a day, but we've had to up it to twice a day because number one, they're eating more, number two, they're messier now that they're bigger. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, guys. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. That's done. Now I'll get them some fresh water and food to protect them from themselves jumping out. And see how filthy it is already. I guess you can see. And that's all there is to it. It was what, maybe 5 minutes? We've had the best time with them. They're so stinking cute. Got a hair out of place, bud. They're so much fun. And Mags loves to come and look at them and talk to them, as I call it. She growls at them. Not a mean growl. More of a, we call it her Wookiee voice. She sounds like a Wookiee when she's talking. So, 1 week. Alright, it is Sunday morning, August 12th? Something like that. And it's time to put the little chicks into their permanent residence. So they're about just shy of 3 weeks old. Tuesday and Wednesday they will be 3 weeks. They've done beautifully in the brooder. We had 22 hatch and we've lost 3. One was splayed legs and I tried to save the poor thing, but he didn't make it. One, we don't know what happened. We came in here one day to feed them and he was dead. And then the third one is my sad story from a few weeks ago. We were checking them, picked him up to hold him, knew better than to hold him standing up and not cup them. He jumped out of my hand, hit the floor. He was stunned. Of course I picked him up, held him, babied him. He finally came around, I guess you'd say, and we thought he was going to be okay, so we put him in a little cup in the brooder just to kind of keep him away from all of the others. We gave him a little cushion to sit on and came back about 20 minutes later and he had passed. And so I still beat myself up about that. But their names were Carmine and Alvin. The one with the splayed legs was Carmine and Alvin was the one I unintentionally killed. The other one I didn't name because we never really had any interaction with them, but they're all buried in my front yard in the flowers, so that's just who I am as a person. Anyway, we're gonna attempt to sex them and get them in their cages. We've got the shavings all set up. We've not put any food and water in here yet. I'll do that once they're in there. We got this from GQF. It was not cheap, but it's really, really good quality. It's the one my brother-in-law recommended that he used for his. He raised quail for years, and so we're real happy with it. The only downside I would say about it is it's really not user-friendly to put together, but we've got it together. We can fit, I'd say 4 per cage, and there's 3 on each level, so 12 times, we can fit 60. We've only got 19, so we're gonna try to, I'm gonna try to do a 3-to-1 if it works out when we sex them. 1 male to 3 females. So we'll have 4 in each. So we'll start out with these, and then, you know, as they start producing eggs and hopefully some are fertilized, we'll build up our flock. So let's see if we can do this. I'm nervous. Hello, little babies. Please don't jump out. Alright, let's see if I can get one of you guys. This is a male, and we know that because the chest feathers are a brownish red. So, there you go. 1 male. David, you want to come help now? David's been inside taking care of something. I think this is also a male.
Come here. There we go.
Male? I don't know.
Maybe.
Surely that's not 3 male in a row. We're going to have to come back and re-look because, so the males have a brownish red chest and the females have a tan chest with speckled. That's a female. That just peed on me. You can do it. Just grab them from the top with one hand, and I promise you're not going to hurt them.
Hi all. So thanks for watching the first couple of weeks with our baby quail, and I wanted to go over a few numbers and review some things. Upfront costs all in were about $1,100 between the incubator, our homemade brooder, the breeding pen, eggs, eggs and first 2 weeks of food. So the bulk of that was on the incubator and the breeding pen. We got those from GQF Manufacturing. We've been really happy with them. Their customer service is phenomenal. Yes, they're pricey, but for us, for just starting out, it's worked out really, really well. Our plan is to grow our flock and eventually move to the spare building on our property, but that'll be next year at the soonest. Until then, we're going to keep the flock small enough that we can keep them in this breeding pen, which is around 60 quail. And we'll just focus on selling the eggs, the meat, and all the parts. We got our eggs from Sandy Soil Farms. We've been extremely happy with them. They historically, according to them, have I think it's a 90% hatch rate. Ours was not anywhere near that. We hatched 22 of 59 eggs. But I'm going to blame that on learning curve, user error. We ordered from them 50 eggs. They send you an additional 20% at no charge. And that was around $60. I'll put a breakdown right up here of what all we've spent on everything. Anyway, we hatched 22. After the hatch, we lost 3 that I talked about in the video. So we're left with 19, 11 of which are hens, and the other 8 are cocks. We're doing a 3-to-1 ratio of hens to cocks where we can. And as the weeks go by and we try to hatch more, we'll see what adjustments need to be made. We've been feeding them Purina 30% protein starter crumbles. And once they start laying, we'll switch to the Layena layer crumbles unless anybody cares to offer a better suggestion. That's what we've come across that seems to be pretty highly rated and broadly used. So that's where we're at. If you have any suggestions or advice, please leave a comment below or email us. I'll have our email address linked in the description. Um, I appreciate you watching very much. I hope you'll consider subscribing for more quail updates and home projects that we have. We post home and garden projects that we have going on, cooking videos, the occasional concert or date night. But yeah, I would love to get to know you, and I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.